Yeah, so apparently I have been talking to myself for the past I don't know how long, and I built this circuit. I had mentioned earlier that I built the third layer of the farm, and then I only have the fourth. Well, now I'm halfway through the fourth, and I only have the the other half of the fourth. So you know, that's it is what it is. I looked over at my stream call and it said none, and I was like, that's not normal. Why would it say none? Oh, because there is no stream quality because there is no stream. Ooh. Well, I mean, here's what I got. Yeah. Oh well. Well, so far I've got one last bit to do. I've only placed the wool so far, and the the core like things. So I've got dispenser and 2 blocks of air in between. So this is tiling every 3 blocks. Um, with grass block, dispenser pointing into it, and an observer pointing out of it, and on the other side, a hopper pointing into the dispenser, with blocks attached to each of them, like so. And then this one is where I basically left off. So I'm gonna build blocks here, and then this is just a temporary block right now. I'll deal with that later. And then outside of the dispenser blocks, it's gonna be comparators, and then repeaters, and redstone. All of these have to be on subtract mode. Redstone comes out that side. And then here, like so. And then I think, well, let's just do it like that. Um, um, okay, and then on this block where the comparator is pointing into, we need torches. And then off this block here, we need something like that. So let's do that. And a comparator pointing in here. And then over here, we will have furnaces. That's a dispenser. And I think there's going to be probably a better block, but this is just cheap, and it's what I've got on me, so it's what I'm using. And then inside each of these will be 14. Let's get the filler ready. Wait, can I just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then do that? So much easier. I'm putting them in the top just in case I ever shift click an item into these furnaces somehow and it activates them. And then I lose items in the furnace. And then that's the green circuit done. And all the green circuit is doing is checking how many shears are in the dispenser. Basically how many unstackables are in there. And then if it's ever less than 2, so like if I throw in 2 shears into here, you'll see now that this turns on and it turns off this torch. And that's where this red line will actually come in. So let's build the red line. So that's where this red line comes in. So now you'll see this torch is off, which doesn't change the output of the circuit right now because there's 2 shears in this one, but not in these other ones. But for each individual one of these, it'll measure the amount of shears. So this one has 2, so it outputs off. And what it also does, so this is for the general circuit. So if any one of any of these dispensers in this whole stack has less than 2 shears in it, then this redstone circuit will light up, going upwards. So basically, it won't light up backwards, but I don't take inputs from backwards. I just take them from upwards. And then what happens is this sends a signal up to a minecart that's up there, and that minecart will then go on a circuit. And then when it's coming through here, it'll pass over this hopper, which will be locked because this one has 2 shears in it. But this one, which doesn't have 2 shears in it, will not be locked because this comparator is not on, and that goes directly into there. And so that's how the auto restock for shears works. Yeah. So now that I've taken them out, it unlocks the hopper saying, hey, I want shears in that dispenser. And that's where we're at right now. Let's get the magenta circuit done. So this is all just like shear detection over here. The actual like harvesting circuit will be this one here. So it goes like that. This one should be magenta wool. There we go. And so now all these, so it will fire 2 dispensers at a time anytime one of these are done, but I mean, that's not a big deal. It's not like misfiring a shear is going to do anything. You could hypothetically have this running on a clock to shear all the sheep. But if you wanted full efficiency, you would have to be running the clock quite often. And I'm not doing that. I would rather just have a observer. So then now what's left for this layer, and I think, no, just this layer, will be to have grass blocks. So first let's just do, So the grass blocks go on this layer here. And I don't have many, so I'll just get them started. And specifically over here where this block is not yet a grass block, get that going. Okay, I'll have to go get more grass blocks. And then the last thing I have to do to connect this up, now I can't do this yet, I'll have to leave it broken, so let's break that redstone just in case it's connected. I have to connect this up to the other red circuit, which should be fine just like so. So that's 1, 2. How did I do it over here? 1, 2. Oh, you know, being a redstoner, apparently you have to also be a parkour souvenir. Okay, yeah, I just did that, and then another redstone dust. I think that worked. It's kind of hard to tell. Yes. So then I'll connect this up when I've got the rail circuit done, which is what I should do now, actually. So let's now rip this out and hope that this circuit doesn't get triggered while I'm doing this. That's fine. Let's get the gray wool down. go. Okay. Should connect up. So at least now I won't have to deal with any weird shenanigans. I do need to place above this gray wool. I need to do this. And the same thing on this side. Where that gray wool is. Do that. If I do it like right to the side here, it can bud power the redstone components, which is not good. Alright, and then all that's left is to do this and that. And so that completes this. So basically, if I come up here, it's going to come up this blue line, dock here, where it's then going to refill with shears via this circuit, which is fueled by this iron, and it runs through the whole farm, and then it comes back up and stations itself there, ready to be used again. Now I haven't color coded the minecart circuits, which is maybe an oversight, but you know, I only had this is the farm that gave me the color coding. Okay, I only had so much to start with, and I kind of want to keep it some, like, I mean, up here at the very top, it's just stone bricks, you know, like this is what I had to start, just stone bricks. So the fact that I have any color coding around here is good. Kind of looks sick though, with all the color coding. It's made it a lot easier to build. Like, once I had the design color coded, then I could be like, oh, I'll build these like one circuit at a time, and I could go and reference the circuits easily without having to be like, oh, what the heck does this comparator, what is it doing? I don't even see what it's pointing into. Anywho, let's go get grass from the touch grass shulker. I do need to make sure that this is set properly. Like I said, some of these lanterns will need to move, but I'll worry about that when I need to worry about that. I don't think, unless you can pass redstone through them, in which case I can just leave them there. But I don't think you can pass redstone through a lantern. A light source that's a redstone block? No way. Wow. I didn't think it was gonna happen. That's wonderful. Okay, they will not need to move. And they're even the same color. They're even the same color as the circuit, dude. Look at that. Also, they're right beside the circuit, so it actually doesn't matter. But still, hypothetically speaking, that is good intel. That is good intel. That being said, it is more important that I get the sheep in here now at this point before I do the sorting. Because the sheep, oh, this one can't be there. Just some, I had some weird thing where the minecart would get cut on the corner, so I just gotta leave the corner out of the picture here. Okay. Let's just put all this grass in. Some of it's gonna come out for the sorting system. And I can put grass up here. Not only can I put grass here, but I should put grass here because this area is gonna have. Well, I've noticed the rate differences between areas where grass is and isn't for places with a sorter versus not sorter. So basically, there's going to be the item sorter here, and it takes up some of the space of this grass. Which hypothetically I could build the sorter partially out of grass, but that would also take away the color coding. And so I'll just put grass elsewhere. Ultimately, it shouldn't be that big of a deal. So then... Wait, did I already... Dude, I don't even remember building this. Whoa. Wait, that's because I didn't... Hold on. I'm going crazy. This is for the one above it, right? Yeah, so the item sorter for the next one will be here. And then I'll have another item sorter down here, because this is the last item collection right here. Okay. That's not right. Wrong side. Okay, and then I've done something goofy, because this should be hoppers. But I understand that it's not hoppers because I was just building in like the line, I guess. But it should really be, should have just been hoppers from the start. Okay. I think it'll be the same thing over here. Where, please don't be water. I would really like to not have to deal with water where my item sorter is going to be. It looks like I'm going to be fine. Shouldn't need too much space here. But then the hoppers will be right here, which means I'm going to build like so. 1, 2, 3, 4. lever. Okay. Have I connected this circuit up yet? I think I can now, right? I would like to because it'll prevent stuff from going into these dispensers. Also, I do need to rip these out for now. And I need to get the sheep in here before I do anything else, I think. This is this is collection. Oops. Let's check the dispensers. And then I'm just going to run the minecart circuit before anything so that just to double check, it should come down here, come over here. I haven't blocked it off or anything. Yeah. That's where it's coming off of. Alright, let's connect it up. And you should see it work its thing. So this is going to change the powered state of this redstone line right here, which you can see is off. Which I guess this one won't turn on, but the block above it is it's just going off all the way up, basically. Now it's going to be on all the way up. And it's going to send to the minecart, which we will see coming down here. If I can get up in time. Would be nice. And the minecart drops down, deposits shears. Now, unfortunately, it's only one shear at a time, typically. I think sometimes it can grab a double shear. But most of the times it just grabs one. Yeah. But it'll come and do a second loop. Most of the time, they're only going to be requesting one shear anyways, because one will break and then they'll come down here and get a second one. And the reason it's set to 2 instead of just 1 is because I don't want it to request a shear and then need to use a shear and not have one while it's waiting. So it keeps a stockpile of 2 per dispenser. But now, if we wait a second, the minecart won't come back because now this redstone line. Now, I didn't actually check because at some point this torch tower, like if I go deep enough, at some point the minecart will make a third return trip before it updates in time. But I think this is still fast enough. And if I go up there, like it should still be docked in the right spot. Like hypothetically, if it goes at just the wrong time. Oh. I think that was an actual trigger. We should see this rail turn off. This is connected to the red circuit. You can see the red line comes up right there. This should turn off. I heard it collect something, so I'm guessing a shear broke. That's concerning. Did I touch something? Oh no, there it is. It went off. Okay. Yeah, I have no clue how often this actually... Oh. I've screwed up somewhere. I think I know where I screwed up. Yeah, okay. I don't know what's going on here. But I think... I think something's iffy with these observers, and because I'm receiving 1 tick pulses when I shouldn't be. Um, I thought I had fixed that bug already. It's not like stopping the sheep farm from working, but it is like like it's on these, I'm pretty sure. Like for whatever reason this is considered connected. But like I guess I can test here. Like it only happens, and it happens for one tick, which is making it really difficult to tell. But like as far as I can see, none of this is connected. Um, like that's fine. This is fine. What about up here? I'm thinking maybe this one might be cooking it too. But I'm pretty sure I've already debugged this area. Because the stone area was the first area I went to when I was suspecting the bug. Regardless, all that's going to do is make it so that this goes, like this misfires every now and then, which isn't a huge deal. Hypothetically, I could just have it running on a loop the whole time. Again, I would rather have it go off when I tell it to, but oh well. Okay, next up is getting sheep in here, I think. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to rip out one of my sorters to do this. Let's throw in some of this stuff here. Let's go up. Do I have any duplicate wools? I don't think so. Throw that in there. That in there. I want to keep the stone just in case. Grab the orange wool. Stock up on my rails. There should be enough of everything. I don't need the furnaces anymore. Now all that's left is to find this hole. Dig straight down. So this level is fine. It's this one that's going to need sheep. And it's this one that needs this torn out. Which... yeah, that's just kind of awkward. Let's start with ripping that off. Just so I can take all of these out in peace. I'm hoping maybe I can leave the hoppers there if I just rip these out first. And these should just be chill, because they're already basically unstackable in there. And that's all that's left. Check these chests, make sure nothing's stuck in them. And then I'm going to replace this with red wool for now. I won't get any other wool around here confused with red wool. It's time to get sheepin'. Except, I have one more thing I need to figure out. Let's grab these. So, oh, you know what? I think this needs to come out one further. Okay, let's go get gray wool. Really need to come out further in this one too. I should have known better than to put it away from the chunk border. Come on, man. Let me do the parkour. There we go. Okay. There we go. And then do I have my trapdoors? I do. The trapdoors go like that. Except I can't put these on yet, and also I need to remove some of these rails. It's classic right there. If the minecart gets triggered, let's just do this for now. I need to catch it before it reaches this layer in its entirety, which means right here. And where's the sheep going in? Right there. This is fine. So let's just put another red wool there. This will catch the minecart in place. And then this is the sheep spot. And let's get this. This. I need to ensure, excuse me. Anything annoying and unnecessary in my inventory. 8 filler sticks. Okay, and then that should do fine. Then that. Levers. I am literally blind. Okay. Okay. Let's clear out my inventory because I need to grab myself some dyes. I also need one of every kind of wool in my inventory, and I also need to make sure that I have every dye. But here, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then grab the food. Got the leads. I'm gonna need mine carts, just regular mine carts. Okay, that's the 8 colors I'm farming right now. If I look in my dyes, I've got, I need black, I need brown, regular green, white. I need 2 of each of these. A cyan. Oh, cyan, right? A pink. And magenta. I don't have any duplicates, right? This is a light blue and blue. This is cyan. Green, magenta, pink, white, brown, black. I think that's all of them. Okay. Let's go up. I'll probably need to breed the sheep. Yeah, looks like it. I don't suspect there's enough in here. Oh, I can't stop yawning. I'm caffeinated. I don't know what's going on. Well, I do know what's going on. I had like 3 hours of sleep. In fact, I might have a nap soon. But I'd like to get this sheep farm up and running first. Brothers. Need you? Need you be like that? Let's grab the first one. Brother. How did you manage that? Where'd the minecart go? Get in there. That's dangerous because okay. You do take damage for going in there. Okay, so this one's gonna be pink magenta. So we'll do 2 pinks. Get this one. Oh, I forgot my rails. So I'll do pink, pink, and then magenta, magenta. Get in there. Okay. Pink, pink. And then get this over here. Okay, and then F3B, get those hitboxes showing. I need to be able to hit these precisely. And then I think I can grab them from under here. Or not. There we go. Dude, getting through this is a freaking maze and a half. Let's just go up the water vader. The bubble vader. Make my life easier. Okay. Grab another one of you. Except I'm pretty sure I forgot to reroute the rail. So let's just be careful when I'm coming down this time. Okay. That I should really just have more minecarts on me, but this is fine for now. So then the next one, let's do... Did I miss one? Pink magenta, green cyan, brown black. I'm missing a singular die. Well, regardless, let's go get that minecart before I let it despawn in my questionings of what's going on here. I've got those. Yeah, I am missing one. But I don't think it's one that I have in my shulker. purple. Blue and red. Blue, red. There we go. So then I'll have those, and those as my groupings. Okay, this is routed properly. So let's do purple cyan next. See if these guys are ready to breed. I know it hasn't been that long, but they are indeed ready to breed. Which is good because I think I am going to need more. Grab another. Bam. Okay, and then this guy. I don't know what color I want to make you. I think I'm going to make you purple. No, I'm going to do cyan. Gut feeling. Gut feeling. I think I forgot about the rail again. It's a classic right there. Throw you in. Cyan. Go up. Dude, I'm forgetting every time. Not this time, though. Okay, let's get underneath, grab those minecarts. That's 4. Okay. Next up is grabbing Those trapdoors, because this is what I'm using to cap them off. Also, I need grass. Okay. That should be good. And next will just be these. Let's get the grass in place. All the grass is in place. Let's grab the red wool from up here. I've deposited my shears into this chest. What did I tell you about catching that chest? I do have to be careful because there is a potential that one of these is without their shears. I don't think any of these are going to be without their shears, so I don't think I have to worry about down here, actually. Okay. We'll have to do those after. This looks fine to me. This all looks fine. Let's grab these. That'll be fine for now. I just have to remember to take it. Okay, let's grab these. Okay, all of this looks good. All of this is looking good. All right. Let's get the levers down. How did I end up with less levers this time around? Hello? Okay. So I have white, brown, black, green. So let's do white and brown first. Or white and black first. You want to be executed? Is this what it's looking like you're wanting over here, buddy? Okay, he doesn't want to be executed. Okay. And then you're gonna be black. You too will be black. And then can I dye a sheep that's white? Can I dye him white? No. I cannot. I should have grabbed a gray sheep then. This guy wants to be executed. Okay, and then just throw that out as though I dyed him. And you can be dyed. So let's grab you. Yeah. Okay. One, two, three, four. Go underneath. Good stuff. Did the white dye did land in there. Didn't want to get consumed. That's okay. I'm smart enough to remember that I used it. I think. I hope. Rip. Try that again. There we go. And then green and brown. You want to be executed? Yeah, yeah. I didn't think so. No, wrong way. You silly goose. There we go. One sheep left. Look, man, I've got more sheep to spare. If you don't want to work, you can die now. But if you do want to have a long lasting life in your factory cell, come with me. Bada bing, bada boom. Alrighty. Get the last of the trapdoors down. Okay. And then it's time to remove the red wools. Replace the rails. Make sure it's powered over here. Okay. I don't know where that light gray wool went. Grab that, and then I need some power rails too, I think. Okay. Get rid of this one. Don't need to be there. It can be grass. Right. Let's go up to this layer. Make sure there's no more red wool around here. And that the rails are replaced. That's not a good idea. That could have gone decently poorly. That is not ready yet. I still have the filters to do. Speaking of which, now is the time to do those. So let's grab the orange wool, those, redstone, and I need more filler sticks. And also more of these. And also hoppers, which are down there on layer 2. Also that. Also that. Okay, so for these, it's going to go comparator, right? Yeah. I need to be up here doing this one first. Oh. So it's going to go comparator into redstone, 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 repeater, block, torch, block. That's not right. That is right. Torch, repeater. Let's just get the repeaters down. And then that's not the right color of wool. Or that just shouldn't even be there. Come on, I can make this jump. Okay, and then those ones. Something's not right here. This isn't the same as it was before. I'm daft. Wait, no, this is still right. It's comparator. 1, 2, 3 redstone. Repeater, block, torch. But then, wasn't this fine before? Like up here, it seems fine. What did I do differently? This looks fine to me. But yet somehow, some way, when I did that sorter, 1, 2, 3, repeater, block, torch. And yet, this one's removing a lantern and this one is not. 1, comparator, 1, 2, down 1. Repeaters on here, torch. What? For what reason? For what purpose is this occurring this way? Like, it's literally exactly the same. Oh, you know what? These are placed at the feet. Okay, that makes sense. Let's just keep going then. Did I get all the torches down? I did not. Yeah, I'll have to fix that. Okay. And then here, I'll just have to place lever so that this never changes, except that doesn't work. Because that'll power that, so I need to I can place it here, right? I think so. That's above a rail block. Yeah, that should work fine. And the same thing on this side. What? What? Oh, it's because this is already powered. Right? Yeah, okay. Yes, Stevie, I love you too. Okay, and then place these back. Should be working just fine again. And then now I can place, so make sure that this is fully powered. It is. Let's place the grass. And this is still fine. Let's do this again. This is actually like totally fine. Make sure nothing's in these. So I actually have 3 of those to do. And did I place the grass for the last layer? Yeah, this is the grass. I keep forgetting the order of the... It's like all the layers are mixed a bit. Because it's like down here is this layer, but the rail for that layer is up there, and... That means that the items, so like this item is for the one above it. Anywho. Let's grab some chests. I'm so tired. Why did I have to wake up at 3 a.m. today? I really have to. I'm fighting off the urge to just go nap now. But I really don't want to leave layers half finished. With the sheep being sheared, wasting iron and not actually producing anything. It's a pitiful amount of chests. less pitiful. Pitiful. 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2. How many do I have up there? 3, I think. That should be good. Okay, and then I shall now do this. Okay, let's rip that out. Comparator. Let's do the same thing as before, right? 2, 3. So comparator, redstone, 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 and then repeater, block, torch. Comparators. And redstone. And then let's just grab these and do filler, magenta, then pink. Then cyan, purple. There we go. Okay. Should be good. And then I have to dig out even more here and hope that there's no water underneath. Oh, and also let's get the collection going on this and also fix the trapdoor issue. Before I do anything else, I would like to get it collecting. So I'm looking at wait, this is the correct layer. It's this one up here with this trapdoor right here, which can have a lever right there. Okay, get out of there, go to the other side. And then it'll be this one right here, lever. Okay. My jack-o'-lanterns on me? I don't. I should come through and light this up after, just to be safe. Okay. you're not stone. Okay. Comparator, redstone, redstone. Redstone. Repeater, block, torch. Filler, filler, filler. And then let's go up here to layer 2. Deposit some of this stuff. Okay, now I should be able to, although I think I grabbed all of this already, so I'm getting green, and I think brown, right? Brown, black, and then white. Brown. I have to go up and look. You're green and brown, white, and black. So black, white, brown, green. Black, white, brown, green. Thank you. And then hopper with minecart. Remove these. Right. Yep. Place down the chests. And then the hoppers. Okay. And then up on the next layer. For that guy. And then up on the last layer. For this guy. Wool farm should be fully operational now, except for you, which I'll just trace your steps. Make sure you're running properly. Come down here. You turn in there and you should reset, which means it should be safe to open you up. Let me in. Let me in. And it's probably going to run again because I'm sure there's the red circuit's probably active somewhere. There you are. With wool coming out the wazoo. So then now, to get to a layer, I just drop down. Feather falling required. Kind of not getting much gray. But to get to the actual mechanics of the layer, gotta come through here, and then I can see. So I'm guessing gray. Oh, it's up there. I do have 2 grays. And their grass should be fine. Oh, you know, I probably just took enough out of it. I did use a good chunk of gray wool and not so much red. Now, the only issue with this farm is that if red is completely maxed out, green will stop producing. And if light gray is maxed out, gray will stop producing. Also, I checked the wrong gray. That gray should definitely have more in it. Is it because this is stone blocks? Is it really that big of a deal? Let's get more grass. I would like to now grass up the farm. I'm not sure if that's going to be an issue. It's been a little bit cheap on the grass before, but now just going to make sure it's all in good working order. Am I crazy, or are there only 3 layers of grass? Oh no, there's 4. Okay. This grass can go back. Can really just... Okay. Down to the next layer. This can be just all grass in here, right? Like above this level of the green circuit. And this does do something, right? I think so. I think that's in range to help. It won't hurt. It will not hurt. Yeah, because this is the block with grass on it, and the grass is... So it goes 3 down. So 1, 2, and then I think this is... Yeah, this is the level of the grass block. This is the dispenser block. So we go 1, 2, 3. Oh, but no, it's one lower. So this top layer doesn't actually help, I don't think. I'm going to leave it there, though. Just in case it does. But that side layer definitely is helping. Because this is... Hold on. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't stand on the rail. Okay. 3 by 5 by 3 range. Okay. So it actually goes 4 blocks down. So this does help. And then this one here, it goes, so it would go... Is it... It would then be here, here, and then... So this one won't help, but this top level will. So then it really becomes the biggest problem over here by the filter, where I could use grass blocks, but I don't think I'm gonna, even though I think it is actively lowering the rates of my wool production. But we'll see. With all this grass I've got set out here, if it's much different between them, because at some point it's also the sheep, how often the sheep is willing to eat. But just to be sure, there's 1, so 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the top level range. I think hypothetically what I could have done is I could have sandwiched like 2 layers of grass in here. And I think if I'm noticing enough like issues with the rates, then I might do that. But considering the production of this farm as it stands, I think it's fine. Like, this is a perpetually running farm. In fact, what I'm probably gonna have to do is I'm probably gonna have to I don't know, I'm gonna have to do some sort of like detection for when the chest system fills up, and then auto chuck it into the well of sacrifice. Because what's gonna happen over time is I'm gonna take out a bunch of wool from one chest, and then it'll stop producing the other kind of wool. It'll jam it up. But as of right now, well, I can do the first 2 layers for appearances, and you'll see what I mean. I just want it to nicely sort, or nicely up here on the side here. So let's put this, most of my inventory away now. I should be done with the redstone aspects of this farm now. And I'm going to want to completely remove this workstation because these chunks are apparently also always loaded. But I can do that later. But yeah, all these chests I don't want perma-loaded because chests, I mean, they're just contributing more to the server side lag. I want to reduce that as much as possible. What was I doing? Putting away the wools. In fact, what I might do as well is I might put a secondary storage or work area outside the farm. Like outside the 3 blocks area here, or 3 chunks area. Which is really annoying, because it's like I designed this whole farm to function like in one chunk, and it turns out I could have made it a 3x3 the whole time. Which is also really annoying, because it's like I made the chunk loader with the idea that you will only be loading one chunk. Whatever. In the future, I will be building my chunk loader or farms based off of the 3x3 chunk radius. What I'm excited about, as well as for the third iteration of this pack, which will be the most factory-heavy iteration of the pack. This farm's going to be really useful because having wool farms that produce every color of wool will be really important. Okay. Red, lime, gray, light gray. Red, lime, gray, light gray. What are you doing there? No, that's fine. Nobody will ever tell the difference. Okay, then down here. It is light blue. Blue. Yellow. Orange. So, light blue, blue, yellow, orange. Cyan, purple, pink, magenta. Cyan, purple, pink, magenta. Green, brown, white, black. Green, brown, white, black. there we go. All done. This last layer, maybe leaving a little bit to be desired, but I also have to go, apparently. I've got to take my dad to the doctors. So, I'm just gonna connect this up real quick. In a fashion that I'm sure will not annoy me. No water. Oh. Oh. Pog. Maximum Pogmas. Okay, let's go up. Grab myself some doors. Doors. And some lights. Maximus Pogmus. Okay. And then slap a light. Slap a light. Slap a light. Don't ever do that to me again, game. Slap a light. 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 I'm just spamming these all around because the brighter a redstone area is, the more the less laggy it'll be. So to just have it all lit up will be nice. And the reason being is that redstone emits a certain light level, and it causes lighting updates. But by having the area brighter than the redstone can get, will reduce the, well, it'll negate the need for a lighting update because it'll already be higher light level. So while it'll still check for the lighting updates, it won't actually cause any changes, which means it doesn't need to do any lighting processing changes. I think that's just scaffolding right there, but I don't really care. One of these times. Do I need to be, because I'm standing on a chest, is it not working properly? Kind of feels like that's how it's being. Oh, I can just go up here. What am I doing? And this last one's already been done to an extent. All right. Well, considering that's done for now, I'll come back and clean this up later. But yeah, this is my humble little sheep farm. You know, I can now, actually, what I want to do here, how much time do I have? 2 minutes. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That should be fine. I'm sorry, the whites and grays. There are too many of you. You must die. You're ruining the rainbowness of this sheep flock. Perfect. Alright, time to go to the gold farm. Let the sheep farm do its thing. And then I'll come back and check on it. Make sure it's working. No. Dude, that's BS. Oh, and I'm out of... New plan of attack. I have 3 fireworks left. It either works or it doesn't. How did you give me only haste? Okay. Okay, I got on. So you are the one that picks up gold nuggets. You need to be on top of all of the hoppers. There we go. I hope. Wasn't there another hopper there too? Or whatever, I don't care. It'll run or it won't. Alright, well, I hope you all enjoyed the stream. I'll be back on in a little while. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. God bless.